Hey friends, welcome back to DIY with Felice. Today I'm going to show you how to remove your gel manicure at home. If you already know the foil method, no big deal. I'm going to show you a couple tips and tricks and some other tools that I use to make this process faster, easier, and pain-free. I've already had my gel manicure on for 6 weeks, maybe a little more. If you like this marble style, this marble art, go ahead and leave a comment below and I would love to do a tutorial for you guys. Today I'm going to be removing this, and in another video I'm going to show you how to groom your nails to look just like this. As always, if you like my tutorial, go ahead and click subscribe, turn on notifications, maybe leave a comment about what you'd like to see next. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the basic tools that you'll need for this at-home gel manicure removal are a nail file, pure acetone, this one's Onyx Professional, lavender salon strength, I got this at Walmart for a couple dollars, some cotton balls, I've gotten to the point where I just need one cotton ball per hand, and some aluminum foil. Now I told you at the beginning that I have a couple tips and tricks and tools that I use to make this easier and hassle-free. So instead of using a file, I recommend purchasing a nail drill. I bought this off Amazon. It is the brand Melody Susie. This is like the drill tip, and it has speed adjustment, which is this wheel right here. This wheel right here, and then you just flip one way to have the drill rotate in one direction and then the other to rotate in the other direction. Instead of the aluminum foil, I highly recommend investing in these little plastic nail clips. These are amazing, they are a lifesaver. Not only do they save you from using aluminum foil, but it saves the awkwardness of having to wrap the aluminum foil over your fingers, and it's literally just as easy as pressing and putting your fingers in. So these instead of aluminum foil, and this electric nail drill instead of the file. Let's go ahead and get started. You want to file off the top coat, or the really shiny layer on top of your nails. So I'm going to show you how to do that with a traditional nail file. This one's the brand ASP. Got it at Sally drugstore. If you want, you can lay a paper towel here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that because you need a well ventilated area, and you don't want to be breathing this in, nor do you want it all over your desk. So you are going to just file until you can tell that it's not shiny at the top layer. And at this point, since I have 6 weeks of nail growth, my nails might be a little uneven or curling at the edges, which they definitely are. You're gonna make sure that you gotta get the sides and the top. What's nice about having a design is that you can see kind of how deep or how much you've actually filed off the top of your nail. I showed you how to use the nail file, and now I'm going to go ahead and use this electric nail drill. I like to, I haven't gotten to figure out which direction is which just yet, because when I face it this way versus when I face it this way, it's so hard to keep track. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it, and ideally I'd rotate it so the nail dust goes away from me instead of towards me, because it's not good to breathe that in. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I use this. You want to be light because you don't want to take off too much of the top of the nail layer, because you don't want to get to your actual natural nail, which PS, these are my natural nails. I'm just going lightly back and forth. It likes to catch at the ends. Not a big deal because I'm going to trim these anyway. Again, the same with an actual nail file. I don't want to get too close to the actual nail because the acetone is going to do that work. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my nails. Alright, so now you can see that the nail drill definitely got my fingers all dusty. As you can see how close it got to the natural nail, that's okay because I didn't actually touch the natural nail just yet. And now the next step is you need to grab your cotton balls. So I learned this fun trick from a friend. I'm gonna go ahead and move this just to the side. You can see even some nail dust over there. Cotton balls are actually rolled in a little spiral. So what I like to do, shout out to my friend Elaine who showed me, you're gonna find like the tail end and just unravel it. And I like this because it actually lets me like divide equally like 5 pieces that will be used for each of my nails. So just 1 cotton ball per hand, that's all I need. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my acetone. This one's a moisturizing formula. It's got vitamin E and grapeseed oil. And then I just saturate the cotton ball and I press firmly against the I don't know, the lip of the container just to like squeeze any excess out. And I'm gonna show you, normally, I'm gonna go ahead and place this on top of the bottle because I don't want to ruin my desk. That's what acetone does. Normally with foil, I would take out maybe, what is this, 4 to 5 inches, and then I would just tear out 5 little segments. I'm just gonna show you. So that's 1 segment, and normally what I would do is I would take the saturated cotton, place it on top of my nail, place it down. I'm gonna fold my foil over. Let's get that out of the way. Fold the foil over. It's so hard to do one-handed, which is why I absolutely hated it. Then I'm gonna fold over one side, then fold over the other side, and give it a good squeeze. So there we have it. Now normally you would just do this all 5 fingers and have nice little alien fingers. I don't enjoy this. I feel like it's a huge waste of foil and it's kind of awkward to maneuver. So I'm gonna bring these little cotton things back. I have my acetone here. Saturate, squeeze the excess out, place it on my nail, and then I'm gonna put this over. And honestly, it just clips. It's snug, not too tight, and I leave this for 5 minutes. Some people I've seen use the foil and then put a glove over, so there's just no air that escapes out. I don't prefer the gloves. I feel like that's a waste of gloves, a waste of foil. I'm gonna use this method for the rest of the fingers and wait 5 minutes for the acetone to soak into the gel nails. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes. Because I don't really feel like unraveling this and scrunching it back up, I'm gonna check my nail with this, and I honestly just leave the cotton ball in there in case I need to use it again. As you can see, it's lifted off the ends a little bit, but I feel like it either needs more time or it can file. And for the sake of time and this tutorial, I'm just gonna go ahead and take these all out. And what I do is if it's still not ready, oh my gosh, this is why I don't enjoy the foil, it just like ripped on me. So you can see all that it's been lifting up. What I can do if I only have a file is I'm just gonna go ahead and take my paper towel and just file away the excess. You can use a buffer block too if you want to, but I'm just gonna use the file. And if you have the electric drill, this is the way to go. It makes it so much easier. So it's not the cleanest cleanup. You're gonna have to clean up your desk after this, but hope you can see that it's kind of like it's making it thinner, and that way I'm just gonna do a quick little drilling on top, and then I'm gonna put it right back into the foil / nail clips. Alright, so I have filed some more, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and clip this back on and wait just a couple more minutes, and I'll do a final file. Okay, it's been a couple minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and move. And hopefully the acetone has softened what's left of my gel manicure. This foil's now just trash. I'm gonna go ahead and take my nail drill. Again, you can use a traditional file if you'd like. And drill off the excess. I don't know if you noticed in the video clip before, but I did have quite a bit of nail dust. So that's why it's important to be in a well-ventilated area. And if you can, even wear a mask. And there we go. No gel manicure, and what I like to do now is I like to take my buffer block and I like to buff the top because it gets the rest of like the base coat that I used and maybe just a couple extra bits off here and there. This buffer block also helps in like smoothing and getting your nail plate level. And then I'm just gonna take a cotton ball saturated in acetone, wipe it off, and go wash my hands. Alright, so I washed my hands. Here are my natural nails. I did notice that there were little bits of gel polish left. So what I can either do is take the file and just file it off, but I'm gonna go ahead and trim these. Thank you so much for following along to learn how to remove your gel manicure at home. I hope it was as easy as I had advertised it to be. This is how they turned out. Follow along next time to see how you can groom them to look just like this. Again, if you liked that tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications, and comment below about what you'd like to see next. See you all next time.